Thank you for tuning in to The Real View with Cory John. I'm Cory John, and today we're going to be talking about Queen and Slim. Listen, if you haven't heard about it or don't know anything about it, let me tell you about it. It's about a man and a woman who link up for a first date. The man is now taking the woman home. They get pulled over by the police, by a police officer, get out, and end up having to kill the police officer. So the rest of the movie, they are running from the authorities, trying to not go to jail or whatever the consequence is for killing this police officer. So that's what the film is about. Now, before we go too much further into me tearing it to shreds, how about you guys follow me? Cory John. All right, that's Cory John on Facebook, CoryJohn, Cory John Director on IG, and Cory John Directs on YouTube. Please follow me and leave a comment. Interact with me. Let me know if you like what I'm saying. Let me know if you agree. Let me know if you disagree. Give me something, please. Thank you. All right. Now, let's talk about Queen and Slim. So there's two categories that we're going to talk about. First is why I appreciated the film. And second is why I didn't love it. First, appreciation. Of course, I appreciated the timeliness of the film. All right, so it happened in a time where, as you guys already know, the U.S. is always dealing with a white police officer wrongfully killing a black man, right? So that's been really hot in the news, social media. It's been all over the place. So as that seems to be kind of subsiding and dying down and people are forgetting about it, a film like this emerges, right? So it comes out in a time where we need it, a time when we need a reminder that you kind of got to be careful when you're getting pulled over. And you have to make sure you're responding correctly to the officer so that you can survive the traffic stop. You know what I'm saying? So I think the timeliness of the film was spot on. The other thing that I really enjoyed about it was the actors. I mean, I think Daniel Kaluuya, who played Slim, and Jodie Turner-Smith, who played Queen, I think they were phenomenal. I think they meshed. Thought their chemistry was explosive. They killed it. They absolutely killed the roles. And then I heard on an interview with The Breakfast Club with Lena Waithe that Slim wasn't even supposed to be played by Daniel, which was kind of dope that he got the role and smashed it. So kudos to you, Daniel. All right. So the next thing we want to talk about is the fact that there was a balance. There was a balance between white and black. In life, I think so many times, especially in film, we depict one of them being the bad guy and one of them being the good guy. So in this one, we had some white people who actually were on the side of the black people who were running. Then we had some black people who were actually against the black people who were running. So it kind of gave you that realistic, authentic play on real life. So I thought it was really cool. And that was needed as well because we shouldn't always be enemies, right? Because we actually can coexist. Now, the thing that I did not love about the film, before I go too far, guys, spoiler alert, okay? So if you don't want to spoil it, if you haven't seen it, plan on seeing it, and one of those people like to be completely surprised, you might want to cut it off right now or speed up about a minute, okay? And then catch the end, okay? But we're going to talk about some spoilers. First and foremost, I did not like the fact that they painted these people to be such vigilantes in such a way that it was sorry, let me slow down. It was a boy that was in there, right? He was one of the characters, and he actually believed so much in what they were running from, and he loved the fact that they had killed a police officer. So he goes and voluntarily kills a police officer during a peaceful protest. Now that bothered me because it ain't make sense. Now I kind of get it because if you think about it, people do kind of take things out of context and develop their own ideals and stuff about it. So I think that's what the little boy did. And I guess kids should be mindful not to do that or make that same mistake. But I mean, why the boy had to die? Why did that have to happen? So that's one thing that I didn't care about as far as the film. The other thing that I didn't love was the fact that was how do I say this? I didn't like the ending. Okay, I've seen Set It Off. I've seen Dead Presidents. I've seen pretty much any black film that has a predominantly black cast with black protagonists and black vigilantes, and they always end up dying. Like, must we die in order to feel something? I mean, Boys in the Hood, Ricky. I don't. Why do we always have to kill? Why do we have to martyr the black people? I understand it leaves you with a feeling. I understand it makes you think, but I think we can still achieve that in a more creative and positive way. I think they could have lived. I think they could have got on the plane and got away. That's what I wanted. I think they could have went to court and faced everything head on, and then all the black people could have came together and exonerated them. I mean, anything, just something. I wish they had not have died. Okay. So anyway, this is my take on Queen and Slim. I mean, I think you should go see it. I think it was a great film overall, you know, and I think it was on time, and I think people need to see it. Speaking of people needing to see it, there was a part, again, spoiler guys, there was a part where I had to literally keep my hands over my daughter's eyes the entire time because some stuff was happening that was very graphic. I mean, very, very graphic. So if you have little ones, don't take them. Or if you see Queen and Slim sitting in the car in the graveyard, go ahead and walk them out of the theater or cover their eyes. All right, y'all. So you know how we do. We're going to go ahead and give Queen and Slim a rating. All right, so let's see. Popcorn, soda, candy, and nachos. What I'm going to give Queen and Slim is a popcorn and a soda. And for you guys that don't understand, a popcorn and a soda is like 3 stars. Okay? Popcorn and a soda. You definitely should see it. No candy, no nachos. Just the popcorn and the soda. Thanks so much for tuning in to The Real View with Cory John.